Hey, welcome back to another episode on Genealogy TV. My name is Connie Knox, a lifelong genealogist here to help you go further, faster, and factually with your family research. Are you an Ancestry.com user? If so, have you ever made a mistake and tried to figure out how to fix it and maybe don't know how to fix it? We're going to talk about three things today. We're going to talk about unlinking someone that you accidentally linked to the wrong person, linking someone to the right person, and merging duplicates. So if you have multiple people of the same name that you know are the same person, we're going to talk about how to merge those duplicates together safely so that you don't mess up your tree. So we're going to talk about that in just a moment, right when we come back. All right, so we're back and we're going to talk about the right and wrong ways to link, unlink, and merge duplicates. So we're going to jump into it right now. One of the things that I like to do is I like to start with the tree. As you can see here, I have a very simple tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this gentleman, Exum Davis, and remove him from Wiley Davis. We're going to pretend for a moment that he is not the right guy and that Exum Davis is really not the father. So we're going to disassociate this relationship, but then we're going to put him back in because for the sake of exercise, I want you to see how that's done. How we would do that, one of the first things I like to do anytime I am working in Ancestry, I like to leave my roadmap, and this is my roadmap. This is how I remember how, especially in a big tree, boy, you can really get lost. And so what I'll do is I will click on him, and instead of just drilling into his profile, I'm going to open in a new tab, and that allows me to have his profile open over here in a different tab. So then I can go back to my roadmap anytime I want to. So back over here on Wiley Davis. Now we want to disassociate the father here. And so the way I find the safest way to do that is to come over here to Edit Relationships. And here he is. Now, as a side note, if he was a stepfather or an adoptive father, you could actually change his relationship here. But for now, we're just going to pretend that we don't want him there at all. So we're going to click the X and we're going to say remove Exum Davis. He will no longer be indicated as the father of Wiley Davis. This person will not be removed from your tree. So his information is still there. So we're going to click remove. And he's gone. So if we close this out, we can see that the father is gone in the profile. Now keep in mind, I like my roadmap. Here's my roadmap. Well, he's still there. And that's only because I haven't refreshed the data over here. So keep in mind that, okay, just as an exercise, this Exum Davis father was Joel Davis. Just keep that in the back of your mind for a moment. So if we refresh the tree, now he's gone. We go back to the profile and we can add a father back in. So let's pretend, oh no, I made a mistake. I didn't mean to remove him. Or let's pretend you're just adding a new father that may already be in your tree. So if we go to hit add father and we just type Exum Davis to kind of put him back in, it's going to pre-populate with the surname. And we hit save. What happens is we actually duplicated this guy. We didn't find the guy that was already in our tree. And we can prove this to ourselves by going back to the tree. And let's refresh just for a moment. There's Exum Davis. But Joel Davis, his father, is not there. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. That might be one clue that we grabbed the wrong guy or we added someone new. If we go over to tree and we type the word Exum, and I pick this guy particularly because he has a unique name, we can see that we have two Exum Davises now. And so one of the things that you need to be careful of is if you have, say, a Robert Davis, probably a very common name, you could have 4 or 5 of these Robert Davises in here. And so one of the things that you really need to be careful is that you are not going to get rid of somebody that really should be there. So just as an exercise, we can see here that we now have duplicated Exum Davises. So hold that thought for a moment. So if we go back, there's two ways we can do this. We can fix this one of two ways. We can remove this guy again, and again that would be going to the profile, go to edit relationship, and we could remove him here. There's another way we could do this where we could kill two birds with one stone. If we go over here and we say, all right, wait a minute, this guy's not the right guy. We want to merge with duplicate, but how do we get there? Well, what we can do is we can drill down into the profile here. I'm going to, again, profile, open in a new tab. And now I'm going to close all this out. I'm going to come over here. This is the duplicated Exum Davis. Remember, he had a father that was Joel Davis, is not there. He had a bunch of facts and stuff in there. So what we can do this one of two ways. We can say merge with duplicate here, or we can come up to tools and say merge with duplicate here. So if we click on merge with duplicate, we can see that the person Exum Davis is over here, and we want to find the person in our tree that we want to merge with. And as we type Exum Davis, it starts to pre-populate the list of potentials. Now this is the guy that's over here. This is the guy we want. So we are now going to say we're going to merge this guy into this guy, and all of his data comes with it. Okay, it says merging combines the facts, media items, and sources for these two people into one person. So we're going to merge. And now we have Exum Davis listed here. Here's Joel Davis, his father, and Wiley Davis, his son. And if we go look at that in the tree, remember we haven't refreshed our tree yet, so let's refresh our tree and see what happens. There's Exum Davis. Now we've got him back, and Joel Davis as his father. So that is a couple different ways to unlink and relink someone and merge with duplicate multiple people in your tree, and kind of the right and wrong ways to do it. So be careful that when you are in a profile that you're not just adding someone new. Just think of it as, you know, the word add is adding new. So there is a quick tip on how to unlink a person, link a person, merge with duplicate, and the right and wrong ways to do it. I hope that was helpful. If you like that, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget, Genealogy TV has a newsletter and a Facebook page. Also, if you want to learn more about Ancestry tips, I will leave a link right here to a playlist that I'm creating that has more tips, and check back often because I'm constantly adding more things. So there's some information about the new Thrulines and the tree tags that Ancestry has. So I hope that was helpful. Until next time, keep on climbing your family tree.